Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting edition of Omnibroslive, the second week of 2023. And I have a very awesome guest. Actually, I lie. He's a co-host of the Omnibus Collectors Network, Omnibroslive. It's OmniDog right over here. But first, I'm going to say hello to Comics Guide 101 or Comics Guide on YouTube. How you doing, buddy?
Hey guys, happy, what is it? I don't even know anymore.
Is it January or February?
I have no concept of what sleep or time is since I've had this child.
So with those words, welcome. And finally, for the first time in 2023, you guys are seeing OmniDog live on the air.
Ooh.
In what could be the Cave 2.0, right? Or the Vault 2.0.
This will be the Bat Cave. The vault is as you enter downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, I have a lot of work to do, but I'm actually looking forward to it. I was telling Lou that I'm looking forward to unpacking and organizing my books.
Nice.
Asmurf, that's right. Yeah. I'm utterly exhausted. My wife stayed up all night last night.
Aww.
Without any, I don't know how she does it, without any kind of alternate substance in her blood. She's just naturally awake and cleaning the old house because a realtor was coming by today with our great realtor, who I'm going to have as a guest on my show. She's so funny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's a crack up, and she just is interested in, she doesn't collect comics, but she's very interested in all of it. So I think she'd be a good guest on my show. But we're exhausted. I think we have just one carload each to bring back from the old house to the new house.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that for at least an hour, we can make you feel a little bit better.
I'm looking forward to this. I feel better already talking to you guys.
Here's a couple comments from the chat. Hope everyone had a great weekend.
I did not.
I had been on vacation for 2 weeks now, so it's over now. I'm back to work today, full time. So that's always fun. Let's see if I miss anything. Boo Omar, we want Inhumans Omnibus for Geo. William, like how you think, my brother. Thank you so much.
I like that attitude.
Hashtag Inhumans Omnibus. James, don't ruin it with the
Alpha Omnibus.
No, come on. Rodimus is passing on Spidey and House of M. We'll talk about that in a second. Hold your horses. Evening, Omnibros. How are you? It's all right. Could be better. Are you up for a Spanish lesson, Jess? Or you
I will try it. I see a lot of words in there that I have not seen before.
It's your first lesson of 2023.
I think he's translated Batcave into Spanish. El Omniperro desde su Batcueva nueva. Espero se encuentran bien en este nuevo año. Let's see. OmniDog is in the new Batcave. I hope he has a great new year.
Jesus.
I hope you're all well. Wishing you a new year. Yep.
Hope you're all well. Wishing you a new year. Batcueva.
Batcueva.
Batcueva?
Batcueva. There you go.
We say this every week, but your Spanish is getting a lot better.
Yeah.
That.
We're like the Great Value Rosetta Stone.
There you go.
But for Spanish only. It doesn't work for any other language.
Rodimus trying to help me improve my Spanish skills, especially with two Spanish speakers as my co-hosts. I appreciate the accolades because it is a beautiful language. Anytime you can say Baticueva, I may that may be the new name of my show, Baticueva.
Baticueva.
But wait, what's Saturdays? I forgot. We had a song for it in Spanish. I forget what this. Sábado.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, Baticueva. Wait, Sábado en Baticueva.
Sábado en la Baticueva.
Es sábado en la Baticueva Nueva.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Good job, Rodimus. Thank you, buddy, for coining that term. I doubt anybody in the Spanish world ever uses Baticueva, so you've pretty much coined that term. I'll probably have to start sending you royalties.
Go with that.
Speaking of royalties, you got to check out the king website of all things collected editions. That's, of course, InStockTrades.com, your home for all things collected editions. You can get your omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more with deals that go up to 50 to even 65%. I don't know. There's deals every week. You got to check out the website to find out what books you're going to buy. Orders $50 or more gets you free shipping, and if you make an order week by week, you get that sweet loyalty discount that tacks on an extra 2% to that.
Sweet.
Fantastic customer service, wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibroslive here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Shout out to IST.
Speaking of Spanish and people of Spanish heritage, I just went okay like that. Is that a bad thing in some Spanish-speaking countries to do the okay sign?
I don't know, not for me.
I don't know. I know. I'm not exactly sure how it. I think it's now used. Some people use it as a white supremacist symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm not wrong, right?
Shit.
I'm not wrong. No, I'm not fucking.
No,
with
I
you,
know
man.
what you mean. I know.
I'll go to thumbs up from now on.
It's just weird to hear that on an Omnibros
Wait,
show.
the thing was upside down.
I don't know. Ask your favorite YouTuber. There's a few out there that I'm sure will be able to answer that for you.
Peace and love to everybody in the Spanish community. I'll give you a thumbs up, Rodimus, instead of the okay sign.
Or
Because
the horns. Use the horns.
There you go. There you go.
I think that means something bad in Italy.
Putting the
Well,
curse on
yeah.
someone or something like
Well,
that.
it was Ronnie James Dio that came up with the horns thing, and that was because his grandmother used to do it to him as a child.
Yeah.
Do it to him? Is that-
To like ward off the evil spirits or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
Something like
he was the originator of it.
okay. Because I remember in high school, there was a Texas Longhorns fan, Rosetta Jazz, and he walked by my English class and he went, hook 'em horns for the Texas Longhorns.
Mm-hmm.
And my teacher in English class was of Italian descent, and she said, "Oh my God, why did he just do that?" And I said, "Oh, well, he's a Texas Longhorns fan." She said, "That's very offensive in Italy." And I'm like, I better not do anything ever again. 1976. So
It is really fascinating seeing different cultures. That's how many dogs.
My first time back on the show, I'm getting canceled.
Hashtag put the dog down. That's probably what it's gonna be.
Joel, hi, beautiful people. I love that avatar. Super
Oh yeah,
cute cat.
Oh,
very sweet.
it's adorable.
This is very important and disturbing. Thank you, NFL dude. Bad news coming out of Florida. They passed a Don't Say Inhumans bill. Now teachers are being asked to push anti-Terrigan conversion therapy camps to parents. Holy shit.
That there's so much to unpack there. That is such a funny comment. Good job, Adam, dude.
Yep.
He nailed it, and the sad part is that probably would happen.
If they did a good Inhumans MCU thing, that could be one of the plot lines for like a TV spinoff with the new Inhumans or something like that. I don't know.
Conversion therapy camps.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's happening? Everybody needs to love the Inhumans.
Hey, K-Dog, received my IST gift card today. Thank you again for all the content you provide. Been watching since the beginning. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad K-Dog got it. It can take up to a week to show up in your account, so I'm glad you got it, K-Dog.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome, man. Enjoy.
Jess, how is your dog handling the new house?
That is a really good question, James. That's a very incisive question because it's taking her some time to get used to it. Because she used to have a big backyard in her old house, she could just go out there, and now we haven't trained her to go out on the little patio here yet. She doesn't see it, so we just leave the harness on her and walk her around a lot. She's getting more comfortable the more Patty and I are here, because we've been going back and forth individually or both gone for the day, and I think she's had some anxiety. But she's upstairs and sleeping now, so I think she's getting better. Thanks for that good question, James.
Oh.
She is adapting.
I bet Omar signed that anti-inhumans bill. He probably did. He probably, if it happened in real life, he would.
Oh, the chat's on fire tonight.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind. Let's see if I miss any other. Morning here from Malaysia. Have you discussed best comics reads of 2022?
Yes, sir.
We have. There's a whole stream dedicated to that. The Omnis. Just scroll back a few videos and you'll find it.
Yeah.
What was it? 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we broke down in different categories all the stuff we loved and some of the stuff we didn't care for over the past year. It was fun.
A lot of love, though.
Yeah, it was mostly love.
There you go. Speaking of love, did you guys happen to read anything that you want to mention?
I actually had time to read a handful of things. I read the Thing book. It was
the John Byrne one?
No, let me.
I think I know what you mean. Let me see if I can find an image.
The Thing book.
What was it? It was the one that came out last year.
Yeah.
Guys, bear with me. I apologize. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep.
Came out in November?
Last year. Walter Mosley wrote The Thing.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Dude, it's really good.
I love his novels.
Yeah, no, this is the first time Walter Mosley has written a Marvel comic, and he chose to write a 6-issue, I believe, 6 or 4 issue Thing miniseries, and it's actually genuinely really good. There's some things that I didn't. I'm like, that seems a bit out of character for the Thing, but overall, it's a solid story where the Thing ends up. Things don't go well with him and his fiance at the time. And it ends up causing a rift between the two. And there's somebody that's pulling the strings in the background, and he has to figure out what exactly it is that's going on. And it's super fun, honestly. If you've never read a Thing book, it's very accessible. The only complaint I have about it is that the Thing at the very beginning of the story, he kind of just goes with it that the relationship is about to be over. When I think, I don't know, that doesn't kind of seem like in character of him too much, that he would just give up that easily and start dating like on a whim. But you go with it for the sake of the story. And towards the end, the very last few panels of dialogue, I was like, this kind of feels shoehorned in. But outside of that, I highly recommend you guys check this out. It's got beautiful art by Tom Riley. Tom Riley does the art in this book, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love this guy's stuff. I love the cover. I love this cover.
Ever loving.
Yeah.
Walter Mosley's a big get to write a comic book. His novels are fantastic. His detective, his crime novels.
Mm-hmm.
Easy Rollins was a great character that Denzel Washington played in the movie. I think Devil with a Blue Dress. Okay. I wish he had continued Denzel Washington playing that character, because there were a lot of really cool characters in those novels.
Yeah, I've never read any of his stuff, honestly.
Oh, you can start with Devil with a Blue Dress. I've read back when I was reading a bunch of crime fiction. I read a lot of his books. I think you'd really dig them. They're really great. Awesome. Well, I will say I was genuinely very impressed. For somebody that wrote, this is their first go at writing comics, I thought it was a very, very good job. I thought he nailed it. I think he's, for the most part, got the voice down of who the character is. And there were a few little twists and turns in there that I genuinely did not see coming, and I enjoyed this a lot, guys, honestly. Nice.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
James, right with it. There you can go, our Malaysia guy.
The art on the Thing book reminds me of Chris Samney a bit.
That's part of the reason why I liked it. It's got that very much that Samney style to it.
Like over here with the human characters. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that's a cool cover.
Oh, dude, yeah. I think, Jess, if you get a chance, read this. It's on the Marvel Unlimited app.
Yeah, I definitely will because all my books are packed up with 55 rolls of sealing tape on them. So I downloaded a bunch of stuff on the DC app, and I definitely want to read this.
So I read that. I read Frankenstein New World, which is so Mike Mignola, when BPRD ended a few years ago with I think it was Hell on Earth, or I forgot what the last series was. It was a pretty definitive ending to the BPRD universe. And it seems lately he's kind of been coming back to the well with telling stories of what happened to humans and stuff like that, and how the story ended up continuing on because, slight spoiler, we didn't win. We did not win that war against these Titan fucking gods that landed that were on Earth. And Frankenstein New World basically picks up the story of what happens thousands of years in the future after the events of that last BPRD story. Mike's been, like I said, coming back to the well and telling stories now and continuing on. And it seems like he's just having fun with it. This was very good, as you would expect from Mike Mignola. I was genuinely impressed with this, mainly because of the fact of the world building. So I can't really give it away. Okay, so slight spoilers. At the end of BPRD.
Oh, wait, I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, we haven't finished.
La,
you haven't finished it.
All right, I'm going to mute myself too because I haven't finished the
I'll
story.
just turn my volume down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give me a thumbs up if you guys are good. Good? Okay. So yeah, slight spoilers for the end of BPRD. So at the end of BPRD, humans have actually been forced to go underground. We find out that the Earth is kind of hollow. It's a crazy concept that you've seen, I'm sure, in 1,000 books and movies and stuff like that already. But they're forced to go underground, and this takes place thousands of years after that ending, where civilization has started to rebuild itself, humanity is starting to come back from the brink, and we've discovered that now humanity is set into different tribes. And we've got this little girl who she apparently has a big future ahead of herself. And we see that she has met up with Frankenstein. Now, Frankenstein is basically worshipped as this deity, this presence that's seen, and people worship him. And guys, I'm running on fumes right now, so I apologize. And what ends up happening is that they decide they are going to the surface. That's the part that I love the most about the story. You guys are good. You're good.
Cool.
Oh, cool. So yeah, that's the thing that I love the most. It's exploring what happened and how the world is now different thousands of years in the future.
Okay, you're done?
I'm done. Recommend this. Honestly, highly recommend this. If you've come this far and you've read almost everything involving BPRD and Hellboy, and you've read the Frankenstein story, which I think is a must read, the one that came out a few years ago, there's no reason not to pick this up. It's Mike Mignola coming back and writing the hell out of some cool characters.
I see Joe Chip is petitioning for an Omnidong room tour at 828. I was just talking to Gio. I have a goodbye to the old Batcave video that I'm going to be putting up. And then once everything gets set up, actually, I have all my bombshells are already set up.
Nice.
I set those up first. But yeah, I will have a new room tour as soon as everything's set up, which should be 2025.
Yes.
No, it should be soon because I want to get going again before I lose the subscribers I have that Omar's stealing from me.
Jess, have you read anything? I know you're busy, but
I read my realtor's contract.
Nice.
I read the estate sale contract.
Good art on it.
Not much art, but I will tell you one cool thing I found because I am apparently a hoarder. I told Lou that I had no idea, but that I was a hoarder. I found my mother's tax returns from 1981.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I didn't know that's how you became a hoarder, but that is. I don't have stacks of newspapers up to the ceiling, but I just have stuff that I would just stick in a folder and think I was organized. And but one cool thing I found, and I think Gabe would get a kick out of this, is the Marvel prospectus, which I think is somewhere here. I'll show up when they went public back in like 1992, and it's the prospectus for their stock offering, and it's got Marvel comic characters drawn all over it, and it's a really cool thing that I just found. I forgot I had sent away for it.
Is it this?
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. 1991. I mean, that was so long ago. I don't even remember. I mean, I was active in the stock market, but I don't remember how I ended up getting it. Oh, thanks, Lionheart. You're a good guy. Thank you so much. But yeah, this will be one of the things that I show, treasures that I've unearthed after being a hoarder. But this was really cool to find. I don't know if it's valuable or not, but it's a really cool keepsake.
I think it has some value or historical value.
Well, if I can't get more than $1,000 for it, then I'm just going to keep it as for fun.
eBay, they're going from like $50 to $100.
Please, I'll keep it for that.
Yeah,
you can frame it. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty thick. It's a big, thick thing.
Somebody sold it for $35.
$35. Well, I'd pick $35 off the street, but then I wouldn't have this thing, and so
yeah,
it's
not bad. $35 for a piece of paper.
No,
yeah, but then I wouldn't have it.
Yep.
Which is my rationale for everything I own. I could sell this, but then I wouldn't have it.
Congratulations, Jess. You now own the MCU. You could greenlight any movie you want.
Hell yeah.
Kevin Feige, hire me now or I'll oust you from your job.
It's kind of it's the equivalent. Remember those idiots a few years ago that they bought an NFT of Dune and they thought they owned the rights to Dune?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I have that thing. Sorry. Hey, guys. What's up, everybody?
Hey, Gabe.
You have the prospectus?
I have the... You can find that file of the whole, like, Mobius Doom, right? I downloaded that file. I have it on a Google Drive. So that thing that they paid for, I have a copy of it. Idiots.
This is the NFT we're talking about?
Well, yeah, they got the NFT of the original design, the book of the original designs that, like, you know, I think it was Mobius, and it was God, what's the name of the crazy director guy? Alejandro. Yeah, Jodorowsky. So they got the NFT of the book, and they thought they paid like stupid money for it, like NFT stupid money, like, you know, like $1 million or something like that, right? And they thought that came with the rights to the movie.
What?
Yeah. And they were like, no, idiots. It's literally just this like 3,000 page book or whatever of like just crazy, wacky, late 70s. They were all on super drugs or something, designs, you know, and it's great. It's beautiful. I have a digital copy of it. It's great, but they thought that it was the rights to be able to make a movie as well.
And all things Dune, like the books and stuff like that. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
It's an art book for a movie that never existed.
Yeah. Frank Herbert's estate. Yeah. They gave you that. Yeah. Come on.
It's not worth anything. You can have it.
Oh, they put out a statement. They said, dude, we aren't using Dune's IP to make the animated film. They just want to do an homage.
Whatever.
Nothing to do with each other. That's a really lame statement.
Did
Yeah,
they spend a lot of money on this?
Oh yeah, it was like
Yeah.
NFT money, like at the heights of NFT, like I don't know, $200,000 or something, maybe. I don't know. It's something silly.
Wow.
An anonymous NFT group called Spies DAO, Decentralized Anonymous Organization, made waves earlier this year when they triumphantly tweeted about their acquisition of a rare art book. The guidebook to an ambitious but ill-fated film adaptation of Dune. These spies' heads had big plans to convert the book into NFTs, burn the physical copy, and adapt the story into an animated series. Little did they know the purchase didn't mean they actually own the copyright to Dune. All they own is one very, very expensive book.
Wow.
And you can,
Oh,
Yep.
I leaned on my space bar, but you can get that thing for free online.
yeah,
And like legitimately free, not like, oh, I'm doing something illegal and I gotta feel bad
Yeah.
about myself. No, like it's legitimately out there for free.
there's I've brought this up on the show before. There's a great documentary on Jodorowsky's Dune that was done about 10 years ago,
Mhm.
and what that would have been, it was fucking nuts.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
that documentary there is awesome.
Like he wanted Queen to do the soundtrack. He wanted Salvador Dali to be in it and stuff like that. It's insane.
Dude, he did whatever it took to get the best artists
Yeah.
and the best actors. Like, God, I forgot who the guy was that he hired for the actor, and he was like, "Oh, he met him at a restaurant. He goes, oh, this restaurant's great. I don't want to film anywhere else because I can't eat here." So he ended up like hiring the chef and taking him along for the movie, so that he can have that food anytime he wanted to. Like he did whatever it took to get these people on his team.
Yeah.
It was
It's
awesome.
wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great stuff in there. Like somebody mentioned, yeah, like HR Geiger was a part of it. Like I was saying before, Mobius was a part of it. Like he got the most just ambitious team together, and it was just that documentary talks about it. It was just great seeing how he did it and how he was like, yeah, we're gonna make this happen. Like he knew he knew in his heart it was gonna happen, and he worked it like it was gonna happen, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah, it broke his. You can tell it broke his heart. And the thing is, it probably was going to be a mess. But man, you got to admire the guy's ambition. He really, really loved and wanted to make this happen.
Well, the thing is that I think it would have been amazing. I don't think it would have been nuts. I think it would have been like one of those like super amazing moments, but it never happened. So, like all these elements that's in that book, and you could see it. They took it to like the Inkle. They took it to all the stuff that like Giger went and did Aliens like right after that. So he took a bunch of the designs that he did there and the elements and brought that with them, and everybody else just kind of took parts of what they did and made it a part of different projects that they did. So you could see elements of Jodorowsky's Dune and like here and there and stuff like that too. That's really interesting.
Gabe, Gio, could you highlight Tasty Melon at 837? I am the one that lost the Stumptown hardcovers in my house somewhere. I haven't found them yet, but all those books got moved, and so I'm hoping that I uncover them somewhere once I start opening boxes.
Did those disappear when a certain brown person came to your house and was drunk and stumbling all over the place? I'm just curious. Just wondering.
I
think that predated him.
Yeah, whenever you have a, never mind. I'm gonna tell that joke. I'm gonna tell that joke offline. Never mind.
Yeah. I anticipate finding the hardcovers at some point within the next couple of weeks. And if I don't, then I really don't know what's happening, because there is no way I would ever take those and sell them to Second and Charles or Half Price Books or something like that, or give them away. I mean, those were treasured books that I had just set aside. So I'm anticipating finding some treasures. I do have to say, the Omar box was discovered
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no!
and
Well, I guess it's not that bad. You're still alive.
opened, and it was out in the garage where I'd moved it. And Patty said, "Why does this box that I opened say do not open? Call Omar." I said, "Well, first of all, why'd you open it when it says don't open it?"
and don't ask me. Ask Omar. Follow
Yeah.
the directions.
I said, "These are the books that Omar was supposed to come get in the event of my death and take away so you would never see them, because they're like Milo Manera erotica and all this other stuff that's in there, including, which I had forgotten, a few Penthouse magazines from my college years for some reason."
Ooh.
And Patty didn't bat an eyelash. She said, originally, she said, "You got some splaining to do." And I said, "Oh, yeah." And she goes, "Okay, well, just clean that up and let's retape it and we'll move it." I was like, whoa, I owe God a big one for this.
nice.
I dodged a huge bullet. She just didn't seem to care. That
Maybe
doesn't,
you are dead, Jess, and this is your heaven. Is being here with us.
that doesn't mean I'm going to be displaying those Monera books in the future. They're going to have, I may put those in the second row in my K-Lab. Yeah, there I am. I might put them in the second row behind my K-Lax.
What about Galactus? Anything on the Galactus?
She discovered it too and didn't say anything. He's not on display yet, but she saw the box out. I took him out of the cardboard box, stuck him in a closet with like a bunch of my other figures. Didn't say anything about
The new
it.
era.
I think as a husband and a conspiracy theorist, I think she's probably keeping a list of everything so that she could bring it up later in an argument or something.
Wrote it down.
Yep.
You could be right, but I actually do have two no, I have Satan's Sodomy Baby inside the first oversized edition of the Goon, or maybe it's in the third, wherever it was, it's stuck inside those books. Yeah, that's not something. I mean, I told Taylor Brown that was not something he needed to read.
I think I found mine the other day.
As part of his Goon marathon.
That book is so awesome. And so for all the wrong reasons.
Oh yeah. It is way wrong.
It's beautiful though. Like, it's really top notch, like Eric Powell, like ink wash. I love it.
The collector, I didn't get in any trouble. I mean, I should have maybe I will jam up Omar anyway and just say he's in trouble.
Just as the new space has an unfinished space for Omar.
The backyard, there's a shed out there you can see right there. He can stay there.
There you go.
Actually, no, he can't stay there. I'm keeping my address a secret from him.
You can now get the Deja Thoris statue. She probably won't say anything if you found it.
Well, yeah, now that it's going for $1,000 on eBay.
Wait till Galactus starts dancing like the Megan doll.
I do, in this new place, things are interestingly set up. There is display space built into the bookshelves for my Sentinel, which I've set up, and for Galactus. So once I get some things moved around and stuff, I can set up Galactus just with all the heralds and everything. And nice. I think it's going to be a big deal.
Looking forward to it. By the way, I posted it in our chat. There's a NECA black and white Usagi figure.
Oh, it's on sale right now.
It's sold out. At least
it's sold out.
Yeah, because it was they made zero announcement, and the regular edition was $100, which is insane in my opinion.
Yeah.
And let me show it.
What's the black and white? Was the black and white not the regular edition?
It's the same as the figure that was released before. It's just in black and white. Mm-hmm. They made no announcement. They just stealth dropped it today. unsigned for $100. The signed edition is a little bit more. Here's the site from Stan Sakai's website. Sorry. And you can see here the regular edition is sold out, but it looks pretty cool. I would have liked to have owned one, honestly.
Is the signed one available then?
Signed on box is sold out.
How much was
you
that?
can get this edition and this edition with a quick sketch.
How 250?
250, and the other
That's
one
not
is
bad.
140.
It's not bad.
I got
That's $40 for a signature and a little remark. That's not bad.
I got a really cool Usagi figure that has a sketch and a remark, and from Stan's site 4 years ago, maybe. And I don't think it was more than $100 with all. I mean, he drew on it and signed it.
That's cool.
And I don't
Inflation.
think it was more than $100. That is really pricey.
Inflation.
Well, I hope he gets a huge chunk of it because I think he deserves it.
I got that TMNT book that's signed and sketched by him and Eastman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Somebody's already reselling it on eBay for $500.
Makes sense.
Of course.
And to keep in mind, the original NECA Usagi figure goes for around $50 to $60 on eBay.
Jesus.
But that's sold out as well, so you know. I don't know. Just wanted to point out.
I've never read the book, so I don't care. I have no affinity for the character, other than his affiliation with the Ninja Turtles.
I don't really care. I don't care for signatures. If it was, hey, it's a $50 figure or something, I'd be like, yeah, cool. I'm gonna spend $100 on plastic like that. Come on now.
But that's why I say with like a lot of these like Super 7 or there's a bunch of really cool like high end toys, but I'm like, I'm gonna pay $75 for a Simpsons figure or whatever, you know. So I'm like,
That's
I'm
like
the same
4
way.
or
where it's like,
5 inches or 6 inches.
Yeah, I mean they're awesome. Like especially those Simpsons ones were great. Like I would love to have had Homer with the rod in space, like that one where he's in the spacesuit. But I think it was like $100 or just something where like, no, that's cool and all, but that's not $100.
I'd like to get Poochie.
Yeah,
That's a cool
it'd be
one.
great to have a couple of those. 'Cause I used to like that original Simpsons toy set. I don't know if you guys remember that from like the early 2000s, I think it was, or was it the 90s?
Those interactive ones that
They all had like little speaking boxes in them and
those
stuff.
were great.
Yeah, I love those. I had the comic book store with the comic book guy
I
in
did
it.
too.
Yeah.
It was great.
I keep looking them up on eBay, and they're not a lot, but I'm just like, I don't know if I want to do it right now.
Thanks, Noir Wolf. I appreciate that, and I appreciate Batmanda at 851. Thank you, Batmanda. Nice to be seen.
Nice.
What's Batgirl doing there?
Sticking her tongue out, raspberry.
Oh, okay.
Or
Catching snowflakes
licking the
or
side
something.
of our stream.
Oh, she's licking the
Well, you
side.
can't do that in this weather; it's gonna get stuck.
Yeah, maybe she's doing the flagpole thing that Flick did in Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a long way to go for nothing.
Ultraverse collection. Did you haul anything that you want to show?
No, I
Or
didn't
read
haul it.
anything that you want to talk about or whatever?
The only thing I've been reading lately, I took a break from the Fables read along just because I got invited to go on to a Wizards
Nice.
magazine podcast,
Oh, cool.
and
That's
we went through issue 68. This is the one that introduced. That was the announcement for the Blue Superman. There's a really good, like coincidentally, like a really good article in here from it's an interview with Eric Larson, who was on the show not too long ago, and it's him going off on like crazy stuff at the time that he hated about comic books and stuff like that, and how he was like, you know what, I would never show like, you know, male genitalia or nipples, because the article is really about how he's really like the book's like a shock factor book, and he's like, you know, they're trying to get how far are you willing to go, and he's like, I'm not going to show this, I'm not going to show that. But now it's like that book sometimes is like XXX, like there is some like serious stuff going on sometimes. Yeah, and but even then he was talking about stuff like, oh yeah, maybe I'll kill Dragonoff and maybe his son will take over or something like that, and that's where they're at now and stuff. So it's kind of cool how I don't know if he just always had that on his mind, or if he was just kind of just made it up then and thought about it again later or whatever. But so yeah, it's kind of cool going through old Wizard magazines. It's still a fun time to read this stuff. Some great interviews, some great information I might have forgotten about, or that's kind of relevant today. So it's always a good little fun read.
Nice.
So that's all it is for me this far. I've been too busy at work to read much more.
I only read one book, and it's
I can't.
no.
Those did get packed, by the way.
Nice. This
I'm
is
for the new house.
Inspector Volume 7. The anime, the second season just started yesterday. Sorry. And I wanted to catch up with the manga and read it. And it's a lot of fun. However, there is it's a noirish detective type of book with supernatural elements and ghosts and monsters and yokai and all that stuff. However, most of this book is spent on one chapter. This only has 3 chapters in it, even though it's a thick book. And that's because they're like double the length of a regular chapter, and they literally spend a whole chapter with the main character talking to a giant serpent, discussing a murder that happened in the serpent's lake of somebody that a body that was dumped there, and the snake is upset and wants answers. And the protagonist, she's sort of like this goddess of wisdom for the yokai, and she's super smart and clever and sort of a detective herself. And it's just a lot of back and forth dialogue of what could have happened, possibilities. If you like mysteries and crime and detective stuff, you'll like Inspector. It's mixing those elements with the supernatural, and the art's really clean. It's super awesome. Highly recommend it if you're a fan of any of that stuff.
This sounds cool, man.
Is that one of them books that reads backwards?
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's
Interesting.
Where's the page? There used to be pages where they would tell you how to read it, but whatever.
Yeah.
In reverse.
It's online. It doesn't help.
As you can see, there's a lot of dialogue on each box right there.
Whoa, Chris Claremont.
Did Japanese Bendis write this?
Right here. Yeah. So the murder mystery is that somebody dumped a body, and the person that did it confessed, but she said some weird things. And the serpent is like, why would she say that if she didn't want this to happen or whatever? So they go back and forth and discuss the possibilities and sort of give you a wink nod for the audience, like this is what could probably happen or should happen or whatever. So yeah, super cool stuff. I highly recommend Inspector. That's all I read.
I need to think after I unbox stuff what my very first book in the new Batcave will be.
Squirrel Girl.
The Penthouse magazines.
Boom.
Girl.
I'll get Squirrel Girl. I'm looking for help here, not a detriment to my reading.
So Gabe has not started his read-through of Booty Royale yet. You're getting called out, Gabe.
Well, I got to finish Fables first.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best. Love that book.
Would you guys believe that there are no DC books coming out this week?
What?
Sure.
Let me highlight the Lunar page.
Their release schedules all over the place, man.
Yeah.
Not even trade paperbacks?
We're getting a lot of floppies and a lot of Batman because everybody loves Batman.
Well, I like Batman and Scooby-Doo. That's a good sign.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I'll give you that. But like this, it's all single issues right here.
It's all Batman so far. Interesting. Batman.
I think DC
Or
has
Batman.
a problem, guys. I don't know.
Billionaire Island, Cult of Dogs, Danger Street. It's all single issues, guys. Flash. Grim Space, whatever the hell that is. Harley Quinn, second printing with an awful
It's
Harley Who Laughs or whatever her name is.
something.
Wait, what is this? Harley Who Laughs? That's a thing now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a new thing.
Mm.
But I don't think it has anything to do with the story. The cover doesn't, does it?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
No, but I know they designed the Harley Who Laughs for introduction into that universe.
Oh,
I'm
look at that
pretty
tongue.
sure.
It's
I'm
creepy.
pretty sure
That's
I woke
creepy.
up. I'm pretty sure I woke up next to this chicken in college. At some point.
Human Target. I Am Batman.
So
More
good.
Batman.
Human Target is so good.
Lazarus Planet.
People are asking
Lazarus
if the
Planet.
Dark Knight Metal Omnibus got pushed back because you're not seeing it here.
There's
So it must
nothing here.
be pushed back, guys.
Mindset, Rogue State, Thud, Double Vision, Swamp Thing, Wonder Woman, Wildcats, and that's it. I got nothing else for collected editions, unfortunately. But the
That
other
Wonder Woman is
publishers,
thick.
Comic Z Master, I had to get mine special order. This is the last comment at 9:00 about Invisible Kingdom Deluxe Edition. If IST got it, I feel like it may have sold out really fast. Because that's a couple months old now. I had to special order mine from CGN.
What was Invisible Kingdom? It sounds familiar, but it's not.
It's by G. Willow Wilson. It's really, yeah, I thought so. IST had it and it sold out. It's a sci-fi type otherworldly book that's really good. Yeah, there it is.
there's a trade
Hmm.
if you guys are interested.
Yeah, it's great. I really dug this.
She's a great writer, G. Willow Wilson. She's
I
fantastic.
think so too.
I saw Kelly Sue DeConnick's name on the cover. I thought it was written by her for a second.
Oh, Jesus.
Huh?
James, Dark Knight's Metal Omnibus moved to January 24th. So we'll talk about that later. In the
Wow.
Rating to that.
From the other publishers, you got Image Comics, Prodigy Volume 2, Icarus Society, and Zombies vs. Robots, Volume 1.
Cool.
From Boom Studios, Angel 2022 series, Volume 2. From Dark Horse Comics, Carmilla, the First Vampire, Find Rick and Morty hardcover edition, Gantz Omnibus Volume 11, that's a manga.
Very cool. Good manga, too.
Nearly done in the omnibus format. Just one more. Is this the last one, or do we need volume 12? I think I'll check in a minute. Grendel Omnibus, second edition, volume 3.
That cover bothers me.
Why?
I hate how the sword covers the O in the title. So it looks like it says Grendel Minbus.
Oh, God. I can't unsee it now.
Let me zoom in. We gotta look at this together, guys.
Damn it.
I hate it when titles do that. It bothers me.
I can't unsee this now.
Omnibus. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Do you think the creative team would be upset about it?
I'm sure they approved it.
Oh. There's a Netflix show about Grendel? I have
There
no idea.
was, and then it got canceled.
Of course it did.
Like, the show never got out, or it never was released.
Okay.
But the plans got canceled, not the
That's
show.
sad.
As a kid growing up in the 90s, one of the coolest things was watching like the heroes grab the actual title.
Yeah.
Like, how Hulk would grab the name Hulk on the cover.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that shit as a kid.
Yeah, but this ain't it.
No, it's not.
No, I hate when they do this. Where it's just like in the way.
Omnibus.
Minibus.
Nebus.
Omnibus.
Okay, I'm still searching for Gantz. Sorry, give me a minute.
I've never read Grendel.
I read it in the 90s. I enjoyed it, but I couldn't tell you a thing about it.
I think the only Grendel I ever read was that one crossover with Batman. Just because I was reading, I read everything Batman at the time.
Volume 12 of Gantz will be the last one, of 4 in 1. Sorry.
So you got Uno Mas.
Yep. Jenny Zero, Volume 2 is coming out. And Lonely War of Captain Willie Schultz, hardcover. It's a long title for a book. The Lonely War of Captain Willie Schultz. Neon Genesis Evangelion, Shinji Ikari, Rising Project number 6. This had a delay of a couple years, but it's finally coming out. The final omnibus manga of the side alternate retelling of Evangelion in manga format. Marvel
like
Comics.
Marvel's got some good stuff this week, man. It's a heavy week.
Are there like
No, go-
technically something different universes for Evangelion or something like that, or is that a running joke?
There are hundreds of alternate realities.
Oh man, it's got a
Evangelion.
multiverse. Everything's got to be a multiverse. Got to
No,
copy
but
Marvel.
But they did it first. They've been doing it since early 90s.
I have to
multimedia.
get Amazing Spider-Man by Spencer so I can read it in 2026
Nice.
after I read all of Dan Slott's.
Amazing Fantasy trade paperback, and there you go. Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer, Omnibus edition.
Ryan Otley too. That surprisingly didn't blow up. I thought he would as an artist going over to Spider-Man.
It's an okay. I mean, I read a little bit of it. It's an okay run. I expected more from what I read. Yeah.
So you're telling me not to buy it?
I think you'll enjoy it. It's not bad. It's your typical Spider-Man stuff.
It's not like the best
Messages.
modern stuff.
You should buy it, Jess. It's going to be perfectly fine. You're going to love it.
Okay, that's what I needed.
It's
Which
certainly
cover
better-
do you want, though?
That's a good question.
It's certainly better than the Spider-Man run right now that's got John Romita Jr. doing art.
Who's writing it?
Who's writing the current?
I think
run?
it's Zeb Wells is writing the new series.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
So this is the cover I would want if it didn't have like the blue borders on the top and the bottom. Like I love that image.
I don't know.
keep
I mean,
thinking Blue Borders. I might get that one.
it's weird because they couldn't figure out how to do the whole cover for the widescreen image. Right? I get it, but
Well, it's a wraparound cover, and they could have just did it as a wraparound cover, or just cut this in half and blow it up. But
and let's take a look at the other one.
I'd probably get this one because the image just looks better with it blown up all the way like that. I'll take the whole
Who's he
cover.
getting choked by? Wait, I can't see that. What's happening there? What's happening in that?
He's
Oh,
fighting.
It's like him zipping away from like a villain.
Oh, his hands are shooting. Oh, I don't like that cover. I couldn't figure out that it was.
The design isn't that great anatomy-wise.
I'm good for shortening, but I don't. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the other one.
Deadpool, Bad Blood, trade paperback. Deadpool, Black, White, and Blood, I guess. Yeah, trade paperback. House of, excuse me, Jesus.
Ooh.
House of M, Omnibus.
Here's a big one. The big one.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Yeah, two
I
covers.
have the original oversized hardcover, and I think that's all I need.
Yeah.
Because I don't need all these tie-ins. For me, I mean, I know there's people out there. The idea of this is to have the complete everything in it, but I'm happy with just the oversized cover.
You answered my question. I was going to ask if this includes the tie-ins and stuff like that, man.
I would think it's.
Yeah, this
does.
is like all the hardcovers put together.
Yeah.
Like the Iron Man and X-Men, whatever. I forgot what the titles were, but
This was a big thing. When House of M first kicked off, it was huge. And the whole, I still, there's an iconic image of No More Mutants, and that'll always be burned in the back of my head reading that the first time. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This
this is the start of the event after event after event.
Yeah.
Kind of idea with Marvel.
Because
Because first it was
sort of.
because first it was Avengers Disassembled, and then that led into this, and then it just kind of that's where it's just a trend where one stepped into another. And this is back when they were all really pretty good, and they were landing very well.
And then it ended on Fear Itself. Everybody hates that. This collects House of M 1 through 8, Spider-Man House of M 1 through 5, Fantastic Four House of M 1 through 3, Iron Man 1 through 3, New Thunderbolts 11, Black Panther 7, Uncanny X-Men 462 to 465, Wolverine 33 to 35, Captain America number 10, Pulse number 10, Cable and Deadpool number 17, Incredible Hulk 83 to 87, New X-Men 16 to 19, Exiles 69 to 71, nice.
69.
Utopia X 1 through 5, Decimation House of M, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
The Day After, Giant Size Miss Marvel number 1, Secrets of the House of M, Pulse House of M, blah 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 blah. There you
I like it.
I need to read Exiles.
That's a lot.
Like a great concept. I have those trades, and I really want to read that.
So, if you were to pick this book up, which cover would you get?
I like
They're doing it to me again with this stupid widescreen. I don't like it, but that would have been the image I would have used.
That is, it's the widescreen thing.
What do you mean widescreen? Oh,
Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's the class of what year is this? Class of 2005.
I do not
like
like
the
that.
other one better.
Was this 2005? Was House of M? Jesus.
Wait,
thought
hold
it
up.
was
Is this their new format of how they're doing a lot of these covers? Because I do not like that.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. That's been the trend of what we've seen today.
God damn it, Omar.
And this one's all right, but I like Issad Ribic, but I rather have like that Cassidy cover. Or something.
Yeah, I'll take the other cover, even if it is.
Dude, this one's kind of wonky. Like, I think it might have just not been. I don't know. It's I like it, but I like his work, but this is very flat color and stuff.
Yeah, Iron Man looks fucked up in that image too.
You can tell from that drawing and the look on Cyclops' face that he's running and has a stitch. Like he's just like, oh, my side.
It's
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, look at his mouth.
Iron Man. Whoa, yeah, that Iron Man. Poor suit. And look at Emma with the giant
hair.
Hair, yeah. Auga.
It just doesn't look finished to me for Issad Ribic.
Oh,
But
look
whatever.
at that. I zoomed in. My
I
bad.
couldn't do any better. But yeah, Cleveland Brown's right. House of M shattered the internet. Like it ruined the internet. Like everybody just lost their mind over this series.
Mech Strike Monster Hunters.
No idea what the hell that is, but it's a cool name.
That's a thing where I guess Iron Man gives mecha suits to everybody or something like that, and they fight against monsters. I don't know. They're trying to cash in on anime and manga.
Is that a child? Is that like a kiddie thing, or a toy tie-in? Because that's exactly what it looks like and sounds like.
See, show off the cover because it's pretty wild.
Like they even got the I for the O. Like there's just this, everybody's just throwing an idea. This looks like a toy line, like 100%. Because I would buy some of these.
We finally have a book that Steve Orlando should write. There you go. Stick him there.
Oh, it's Crystal's Gauge. Wow, that might be actually damn good.
He's talented. He's actually a talented writer.
He is. I'm going to give that Scarlet Witch. I'm going to read it on Marvel Unlimited.
Don't do it.
Steve Orlando.
Oh.
Don't do it, Jess. Honestly,
I have to
read it and report back to us.
In a sea that is the comic book industry, Steve Orlando is Ahab, and a good book is his Moby Dick.
Hey, he wrote a great Midnighter for the New 52.
You keep bringing that up, but it's still
the only thing
even a broken clock is right twice.
Yeah.
Are we going to change the name of the Omni Award to the Golden Steve Orlando Award?
The Orlandos.
It's still not as bad. Whatever he's done is still not as bad as
Abrams.
It's not as bad.
Can you imagine if we book Orlando for an interview on the show? That'd be amazing.
I'm going to try.
Don't do
Mighty Marvel Masterworks Doctor Strange Volume 2. If you want to torture your kids with this, read.
Oh, my God.
That's
oh, wait, that's actually cool stuff. That's a
Steranko
doing a lot of it, I think, right?
Pretty psychedelic.
That's a rough read, man.
You can introduce kids to LSD and psychedelia and all that stuff. Hell yeah! That's
cool.
Cool.
Dude, this is the top notch stuff here. Like just before, like also when Steve Englehart takes over. But yeah, this is the stuff here that introduces like Infinity and like the Living Tribunal.
Speaking of Living Tribunal, Secret Wars Omnibus new printing, 2 covers.
Pass.
$75. That's a good price for an Omni.
It's not bad.
I'm not getting it, but it's an interesting price.
What is it going to be? The 12 issues and then all the tie-ins, I'm assuming.
How do I? Damn it!
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Click on it.
Zoom out. Hold on. I know what I'm doing.
Are you just trying to get the dialogue box to pop up? You can just click on it.
Yeah. Now I can't do anything. What the hell happened? Oh my god. Oh, let me refresh. Hold on. Stupid website. What happened? Oh, here we go. I love this one. There we go. I got it. Secret Wars 1 through 12, Thor 383, She-Hulk 10, and What If 4 and 114. 114.
Oh, all right.
I don't know about that. You could just get the trade of this. It'd be fine.
Yeah, just the 12 issues. It's not that good.
The whole thing was to sell toys, right?
It was, yeah. It was a marketing idea for toys. But that series though,
It is.
there's some really great there's some really crazy stories out there about Jim Shooter like taking this thing over and going wild about it, right? But this introduced a whole generation of people to comics. Like this is one of those books where people are like, yeah, that's what got me into comic books. It's like this. It's like, Spawn #1, X-Men #1, New 52. Like it's one of those things. Like this is a lot of like that stepping stone into comics for people.
I can see that. Yeah.
Show the cover just for the hell of it.
This is the one I would get. The Mike
This also-
Zack cover.
This also gave us Black Suit Spider-Man. So
Yep.
Yeah. I have a shirt.
Actually have
with
that
this
issue.
design. So that's a pretty cool iconic cover.
Oh yeah, this is definitely an iconic cover.
Darth Vader by Greg Pak, Volume 5, and Trials of X, Volume 4.
No. No.
Are you
this
done with
it?
X-Men, Jess?
is this it? You putting the flag in the sand? You're done?
I don't know. I've heard. Yes. No, I don't know. They keep putting these things out, and I keep wanting to get them, but I mean, when does it stop?
It doesn't.
Hasn't stopped since 1963.
Yeah, that train just keeps going, Jess. Once you're on it, you just don't get off it.
This
I guess
collects Hellions 15, X-Force 21, 22, Sword 8, and Way of X 4 and 5.
Jesus Christ.
I wish I had the ability to just be all caught up with X-Men. Man, I would love to fall back into that universe, but no, didn't happen, unfortunately.
Well, I really enjoyed Dawn of X trades, but that's the last thing I read.
From the other guys, I'm going to go by real quick here. Alone, Volume 13. I don't care, whatever. Chartwell Manor, whatever the hell that is. A lot of manga. Dega, hardcover Volume 1. I'm interested in this, and I found out a couple minutes ago that I got sent on my email a reader's copy of that book. So I will try and read it and give you a proper review for next Monday's show.
That's awesome, man.
So
Cool.
Press from time to time sends me like digital reads. So I'll give it a shot. I have no idea what it is, but it looks pretty cool, and it's a hardcover. So
Nice.
Gio, can you click on that Cisco Kid book? The one on the very first one.
damn it, hold on.
Is this Joe?
My bad.
Oh, is it? Because this
There you go.
that cover looks like Joe Kubert.
It does?
I don't know. Pretty horny.
Yeah. Jose Luis Salinas.
So Luis Salinas and Rod Reed. I know nothing about this.
I don't
know-
either. It just looked really cool.
I know the name, but I don't know anything about it. Cool.
I thought it was it really looked like Joe Kubert for a minute there.
Manga. More manga. Sorry. We covered all of this on our manga stream last week. It was 2 hours.
Wow.
So, yeah, we had a lot to talk about because it was a really, really long list of books coming out this month. From the Static trade paperback. This is pretty cool. I know some people like Ghost in the Shell, even if they don't read a lot of manga and stuff. This is sort of an omnibus because it has the 3 stories I collected in one hardcover, like 800 pages. Let's see. Fantagraphics, Godhead, Volume 2. Largo
Dude, I like that in
Winch,
high school.
Volume 19, Edge of Night. Memoirs from the Civil War, Volume 3 by...
No, I didn't write that. Shut up.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I know. I'm cutting the chat off from making an old joke.
Manga. Nottingham, Volume 2, The Hunt from Cinebook. Peanuts, Snoopy Soars to Space. That's super
Fun.
cool. Love it.
That's
That
cool.
was awesome.
Popeye, Wimpy and his hamburgers. Sorry.
Sounds great.
I love Wimpy.
Yeah.
Wimpy's my favorite.
Let me show the cover for that. Pretty important.
Oh, I love Wimpy so much.
That is classic.
I would gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. This. What the hell
Don't fall
is
for
this?
it. Poor Wimpies are just an addict.
$25. It's a hardcover?
I'm not.
Do they-
No, trade paperback.
Are there Popeye collections out there? Because I would love to have some of this stuff.
There are.
Oh no.
There are. Pre-code classics, Strange Mysteries, and Worlds of Fear, as well as Black Hawk art book. Whatever all this is, Unusual Tales, Gorgo,
Gorgo.
book,
Good old Gorgo again. What up, buddy?
Sea of Thieves by Titan Comics, Tales of Carnival Row, W the Whore
New
hardcover.
York Review Comics.
New York Review Comics. That's some deep stuff.
Oh.
Boring.
Hey, Jess, do you remember this? The Witches of Adamus.
It was
That's the dude that
Jules.
does the thing with the there you go.
He has diamonds in his
The hoo-ha thingy.
hoo-ha.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, the dude that ejaculates diamonds? Is that what it was?
Thank you.
Okay.
My wife is right here and she remembers that conversation.
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is volume 4 of that series.
Remember
And that's it. More manga.
that? My wife just asked, do the diamonds get bigger?
I don't think so.
She's surprised that there are 4
You
volumes.
gotta save it up and eat some and take your zinc every day for it to get
She's
bigger.
surprised there are 4 volumes of this book out now. So that means somebody's reading it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say volume 4.
Yeah, there's gonna be an anime coming out sooner or later, like Chainsaw Man.
Let's see. If I were to bet on discounts, I probably get them wrong, but we'll find out on Wednesday when we do the show again. I'm pretty sure one of the Marvel books will get discounted. Probably, I could see Spider-Man getting a discount.
I could see
Why
that.
not? Or
House of
Amazing Fantasy.
House of M, maybe?
I think. Oh, those are Marvel Masterworks for kids. Those
Yeah,
Doctor
the
Strange ones.
Mighty.
Oh, they're Marvel Masterworks as trade paperbacks.
Yeah.
And they always have like
Marvel
one like
Masterworks. Okay.
cartoony cover. Yeah.
That's a steep price for that House of M book. Almost $130 after tax.
But if you order from In-Stock Trades, you get free shipping.
And it could be 50% off.
Or if you have that loyalty discount, can you imagine 52% off? Holy crap!
Wow.
No DC book, unfortunately. So maybe it's going to be like a couple Marvel books and some of the Dark Horse stuff. Who knows? Maybe Grendel.
People are asking us to do
Grendel
the tier
Omnibus.
ranking.
Tier ranking time. We ain't got time for that. Maybe next time.
Yeah, Lionheart, it's right over there. There's the bat chair.
Wait, let me. Can I? Is it all right if I zoom in?
Oh, sure.
There you go.
Nice.
There it is.
It's going to be a sweet bat cave. Looking forward to it.
You know, it looks like you got a good amount of space there, Jess.
I do. I have actually 2 rooms. So
Oh, wow.
this is the bigger room, but then I have a smaller room. And Patty was really cool about mapping it all out for me so everything would fit. So I don't have any complaints about this at all.
That's cool, man.
You know what's also cool?
What?
InStockTrades.com, your home for all things collected editions, where you can get your omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more, up to 50% off at times. Orders of $50 or more gets you free shipping, and if you place an order week by week, you get that sweet loyalty discount, an extra 2% to that. Fantastic customer service, wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Also, I should remind the chat that on the 30th of January, we will be doing the gift card giveaway valued at $50. You get a whole another year of gift card winners, 12 more winners. We'll see what happens. All you got to do is show up and participate in the chat. There you
go. Death Rattle. Gio mentioned it earlier. There's going to be 12 Gantz omnibuses.
Yeah. Yes. Also, what the heck am I looking at here with these covers?
Oh, that's the Dark Shadows. Yeah.
That was the show to watch as a 13-year-old, 10-year-old, whatever. It was on in the afternoon and it was scary.
Cool.
Yeah, but are these like adaptations? What's happening here?
I think it's adaptations with this say based on ABC's Dark Shadows.
Oh.
Let's get a Columbo omnibus. Why not?
Columbo. Just one more thing.
Look at that. Top sellers. That Sleeper omnibus. Holding out strong. 46%.
Whoa. Silver Age Batman made the top 5? Good for it.
Starman, which I know this chat loves.
I do.
Yeah.
I've never read it. I want to get around to it one day, maybe.
I've only read the first 2 volumes of the 6 Omnis from back in the day. Look at that.
Compendium up there.
Nightwing. Who's Who omnibus? Guys, you don't need to buy that. Come on now.
Where's that? Oh.
Right there.
Stop
of all the omnibuses, Omnis to get, you're going to get that.
I know who's who in that picture. That's enough.
You don't need that. You got the internet. You got Wikipedia.
They put
I
this
don't know who the guy is in a white suit, though.
Yeah. They put this up, but we can't get a Plastic Man omnibus.
True.
Well, they did that one Plastic Man. It was oversized hardcover, right? The one that had like the rubber band on it.
I feel like that was a soft cover. Or was it hardcover? That Kyle Baker one?
Yeah. Was it a Kyle Baker one?
I don't have access to it like I used to.
You know what I would love to see? Booster Gold. Can Booster Gold get some love? He's awesome. He's a fun character.
What did I just read him in that was so good last year? He was a guest star in was it Batman?
He was great in 52.
Yeah. Oh, is that hardcover?
Yeah. Looks like it. Deluxe edition.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a cool book. Yeah, it has that rubber band around it.
Speaking of rubber band, I'm kidding. I got nothing.
Chase Chu, the diner booth, did not make it. It is going up in the estate sale. We already sold the pinball machine, so I'm glad I made that video.
Woohoo!
They carted it off.
That's awesome.
Is Catwoman Lonely City in the omnibus? No, it's not.
But I've heard a lot of good things about that book. Cliff Chang is a good writer.
Yeah, it looks great. Oh, we already answered that. 12. Yeah, the final one will be a 4-in-1 book. Death Rattle comes out in March, I think. Any other questions? While we're signing off, Comics Guy, where can people find you on the internet?
Comics Guy 101 on Twitter and Comics Guy 101 on YouTube, where there's an archive of a whole bunch of old stuff.
Nice. Ultraverse collection. How about yourself?
Hit me up on Instagram, everybody. Gabe loves 90s comics.
OmniDog.
I should start making shows again this week on OmniDogs Vault on YouTube and OmniDogs_Vault on Instagram.
And while I'm here petitioning for Inhumans Omnibus, you can check out my channel. It's A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime and manga. I put out a recommendation for January buys for manga. A good 12 books that you should pick up. So go check that out. Jess, Catwoman Lonely City is on the DC app.
Already downloaded it. Thank you, James. I downloaded the Tom King books and that Catwoman book. Thank you, James.
Rodimus signing us off. Good night to all, and thanks for the fun.
What was that Tom King book where when everybody's having kind of like a crisis and they were seeing like a psychiatrist and everybody hated it?
That was terrible.
Heroes in Crisis.
Oh,
Is that the Booster Gold book you were reading earlier, Jess? Was it Heroes in Crisis?
I read Heroes in Crisis just to see what it was about. Oh no, Booster Gold. Let me think. He shows up in some book, and he keeps. Gosh darn it! He keeps trying to get the hero to learn a lesson by taking him back in time and going back and forth, and something messes up. I just
that sounds like Booster Gold.
Yeah, it was really good though. I really enjoyed it, but I just, I don't have my books in front of me, and I can't think of what it was. But no, it was a really well written book. Maybe it was Batman, where he was. I can't think of what it was. I'll look at my Goodreads and see what it was, because it was the. Gosh, it was a really good book.
Bye, Larry.
I love that we're about to say goodbye, and we still keep talking a little bit, and the chat's like, bye, all right, bye. I'm like, oh, okay.
Here's something real quick. I hope James Gunn does a Booster Gold movie with all the stuff that give some love to the smaller guys.
Yeah,
we know
we need more weird characters to come out.
Yeah, we know we're gonna get the big three, but give us some love to the smaller.
I'm gonna enter again the Demon
movie.
Huh?
Ambush Bug movie.
Hey, I'm surprised they still haven't canceled Blue Beetle. Maybe nobody's told Zaslav that they're still filming that.
I kind of want to see that Blue Beetle, but
yeah, I'm totally pumped for that movie. I'm super interested in it. There's been no trailer or anything yet, but it's Blue Beetle. I love that. I love Jaime Reyes.
It'll be cool.
And that kid from Cobra Kai that seems like a pretty good casting too. So
bingo. This is like a convo with mom when she says bye but keeps talking. Gonna see Glass Onion. See. Okay, go watch.
We miss you guys. You don't want to leave. We like having everybody here.
There you go.
Not really.
No, we're off. We good? We can end it.
Yeah, we're good.
Love. Good to
see
you.
Visit the sponsor. Thank you to the chat. All that fun stuff. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you, Lionheart, for tuning in at 9:29. Your comment.
Wait. Where's the comment? Hold on.
At 9:29. There we go.
Yeah, Lionheart. I'm getting shoot.
Talk about talking after we already left. Jesus.
No, all right. Bye, everybody. I'll say it next time.